Vivian speaking more about city life.
关注房子，关注城市，更关注生活。
I will see you every Wednesday night.
国际生活家直播采访秀 Vivian speaking， 每周3晚7点半，不见不散。
Good evening. This is Vivian speaking, and it's my pleasure to have the executive chef of Ritz-Carlton, Ornate, with us tonight. So welcome, Ornate.
Thank you very much. Good evening, Vivian. Thank you very much for inviting me to this show tonight.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. And tonight I also has a new partner. Her name is Lin, and she's gonna do the Chinese and the question part.
Hello, my name is Lin. You can call me Lin. 那下面我就要用中文给大家介绍今天的这个本期的活动，本期的直播。今天呢，我们呢讨论的主题呢也非常的有趣，也是跟大家的这个衣食住行非常的有关系。其中呢，就是非常一个重要的就是食的问题。那你对中餐和西餐有了解多少？那你对这个西餐里边有很多的一些礼仪呀或者细节这个问题，那有了解多少呢？今天呢，我们也有幸请到了丽思卡尔顿的行政总厨Ornate 跟我们分享他的一些故事。那下面的时间就交给 Vivian。
Thank you, Lin. And she's my new partner, and I think she did a very good job. Okay, so let's move back to our topic. Ornate, how long you have been in Tianjin so far?
I have been already over 6 years. I was here in March 2012.
12, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's already over 6 years.
Okay, so where you come from?
I come from I'm Portuguese on the blood, but my parents are Portuguese, but I'm born in Paris. I've grew up in Paris. I did study in Paris, everything over there. So that's why my parents immigrated in Paris a long time ago.
Okay, I see. So how about because right now you have been staying in Tianjin for more than 6 years. So how do you like of the city?
I very much like it because if not, I will not be here so long.
Yeah.
But mainly also my work is very good here. I like it because of the city. It looks like my home.
Oh, really?
It looks like in England, in Paris, the bridges. The very beautiful architecture is very, very nice. So that's why I really like the city.
Okay, is that because we have Haihe River, the similar?
Yes, there is this, but I think it's also the architecture that Tianjin has. It looks very Western city.
Oh, yes.
If you come, you don't look like Chinese city. I think it looks like very Western city by the building, by the bridges, by the architecture that Tianjin offers.
Okay, And for the foreign chef, and you've been working in Tianjin, I think lots of audience want to know which one's your favorite Chinese dish?
My Chinese dish, it's quite difficult, but I really like to go to one restaurant. It's hot pot.
Hot pot.
Yeah, I like really much.
Why?
Because it's very different. It's very unique.
You never said before you come to China?
No, I never did. We don't have this. We're not allowed to have this kind of boiling, and you put all the vegetables and the meats and everything, and everybody share together, spicy or not. I really like it spicy. It's very crazy.
So when is your first time to taste the hot pot?
When? I think it was like a couple of weeks after, or 2 or 3 weeks after I was here in China.
Okay, so what's the first impression? When you see lots of vegetables or meat, put it in together.
The impression was like, it's a little bit, the boiling things. It looks like a stock. In the kitchen we say a stock, where you put all these flavors, all these vegetables, and all this meat. For me, what was very strange is like it's boiling, and more intense. The flavor comes more. And it's interesting how you all take your time. You eat. You take a chopstick. You put more. You add more. It's very interesting.
Did you have that Sichuan style, very spicy one?
I like spicy one. I don't like the one with mushroom. No, you have a lie. No, I prefer the spicy one. It's much better.
Yeah, actually, she come from 安徽. Yeah, so it's a source of
Anhui
China.
province.
It's a lot of spicy thing there. Okay, so you do like spicy one, right?
I like spicy, but I cannot live every day. No.
Okay.
No,
Yeah,
no.
yeah. And for the Chinese food, how about we have a little test and to see if have you seen this kind of food before?
Yes.
Okay. Have a look. So the first one. Okay. So you said in Chinese, right? 麻花 twisted bread. Yes, right? Twisted bread. So have you tasted that?
Yes. I've been to also the shop, the most antique shop in Tianjin, already more than 100 years. They're doing this with families, and they're very nice. They do a big one.
Oh.
They do even the big one that you can give as a gift. It's good. It's a bit too fried, too oily for me.
So do you have a kind of a similar, food in Europe?
No. We don't have, no.
Okay, because this is a very
unique,
typical.
Here.
Here.
Yes.
Okay, how about next one? 下一个
We do this every day.
You do this every day?
Yes, the Chinese
Okay.
pancake.
In your hotel?
Yes, we do the local food. It's very important in our hotel to do local food. We don't want to do only Chinese food or international food. We want to do also local food for the local to meet in our hotel. And this one is one of our traditional changing pancake in the morning. A lot of people loves it. Foreigners mainly, when the first time they tried it, with the trido, the eggs, the scallion, the green bean paste, that's what we do from it. It's very, very nice. And this special sauce, which is nobody wants to give you the recipe.
Because this is a very typical Chinese breakfast, right?
Yes.
So have you eaten it, or have you tried to make it by yourself in your hotel?
We do it by myself. I do it in a hotel, but I tried it also. Yes.
Okay.
I've tried it with soya milk and in the breakfast. Every corners, they have it.
Okay. If you watch the news, remember the president of Russia President Putin, a few days ago, and went to Tianjin and have tried this Tianjin pancakes.
I'm sure you like it.
Okay, yeah, I think
it's interesting.
I do.
It's very interesting. The more interesting, Vivian, it's you can find this on every corner. There is every small little things. People local that do this. It's very good, and it's very interesting. You can still keep a lot of local food on the street, which is very good.
Yes, it's kind of our culture, right? Food culture. Okay, so do we have another picture?
Okay. 就是这两张。
So just two?
对。
Okay. All right. So I have another question. Being a chef, because I have a kitchen tour in Ritz-Carlton, and I'm wondering that have you been to any others Chinese restaurant kitchen before, and what impressed you most?
I think for a chef, a Western chef, what's the most impressive that you have in a Chinese kitchen is the wok.
Oh,
it's so powerful.
Wok 炒锅.
It's so powerful. Even every chef, as a friend who came to see me here in China, I show them this. This is what I show them. The wok, the power of the fire with the wind, it blows. It's something that we don't have in Europe. Maybe now we have some few restaurants because they are Chinese. But 10 years ago, 20 years ago, very little restaurant or even no restaurant at the wok. And this is something that is very powerful because you do a lot of things in there. You can fry, you can boil,
lots of things.
You can do things that it's impossible to do with in Europe. It's impossible. You will need many pans, fires, ovens, and this is something that it's for me impressive.
Okay, so how about let's move to Lin, and she's gonna do the Chinese part. Let's have a little break.
OK， 刚才呢，我们的那个行政大厨 Ornate 也给我们讲了一下他在天津的生活，大概已经有很多年，然后对天津呢也是有非常多的了解。然后呢，首先呢，他提到了一个非常有趣的一件事情，就是他对于中国非常有印象的一个美食，就是火锅。大家可能会觉得这个火锅啊，哎，为什么会觉得他会很印象深刻呢？他是觉得在他的印象里，西方的人可能会说会摆很多餐具，或者说是做了很多盘子里边的东西，让大家去自己去选。自己去拿取，但是我们的火锅呢非常有特点，就是有很多的东西，大家是把这些东西啊，有肉啊，有菜啊，全部都放在一个锅里边去煮，越煮呢它越香，而且呢是越来越辣，也会味道呢越来的越浓烈。然后呢还有一个问题呢，也是Ornate提到的，就是他会觉得我们在这个烹饪做饭的时候呢，也有个非常有特点的一个也是属于中国的一个特征吧，就是我们是可以是用一个锅就能解决所有的这个烹饪的问题。在他们的这个大厨呢，他们的西方呢，他会有选择很多的锅，有煎的，有炒的，有煮的，有各式各样的。所以呢，在这个方面呢，这两个方面也是Ornate 对于中国的这些美食来说，无论是烹饪啊，在品尝啊，是非常有印象的这两个方面。刚刚呢，就是这些 Ornate 所给我们讲的这些大概的这个情况。
Okay, so let's move back to our topic again. Before we move to the next part, so how about let's watch a little video, and to say there's a new dish, right?
Yes.
Appears, a few days ago in the hotel. So do you got the name for that?
Vivian dish.
No, Vivian dish. Okay.
Only a dish only for you. We made it.
Thank you.
That was a very interesting dish
Uh-huh.
to do that.
So it's so my honor. So how about let's watch it? And because there's no voice there, so could you explain it right now? So you start from the
Yes,
fish, right?
Yes, it was
Tuna. Is that tuna?
No, it's a codfish.
Uh-huh.
It's very used in my country also, in Portugal. We use a lot of codfish. This one is a fresh one. And I try to make it more healthy, which is a little bit more with steam.
Okay.
Using bamboo, because you have bamboos and steam. And I think in China also you like very healthy food. So I try to make it steam with some bay leaf and garlic in the water. So that will give the flavors to the fish when you boil it. And at this part here is to show you a crispy ink. This is a recipe that I learned back home. And it's just made with a little bit of flour, water, oil, and ink. Very, very simple. You just mix all these ingredients together. And after that, you have a frying pan. And you just put it in a pan, and after you will cook it slowly, as you can see. So you make the pan a little bit hot. And when you pour this mix inside of the pan, and the water, by the heat, the water will disappear, and the flour will cook. So that's after you will make a very beautiful crispy ink that will come up on that. With the fish steam and the ink makes it very, very nice on the plate. So as you can see, I'm just pouring a few spoons of it. Try to move it and to see. And then after that, we just try to wait to make sure the water evaporates alone. And as you can see, it's boiling, boiling, boiling.
Yeah.
And the water already almost gone on that. And now you get a very beautiful, beautiful crispy ink on that, as you can see. At the same time, cook it the fish. What I always try to do is make sure that you don't overcook. So what you do, it's you cook it about about 5 to 6 minutes.
5 to 6 minutes. Okay.
After you leave it to rest for 2 or 3 more minutes with the steam, it will finish to be cooked on them. And after that, I do a very traditional French with vegetable toasted with butter. As a French person, we love butter. A little bit of salt, you know. We're using vegetable from Europe, carrots, zucchini, green and yellow. We're using the colors to play on this. So more important, butter.
Butter.
Yes.
它这里面重点提到的就是黄油，黄油起到很关键的作用。
And after that, also, I try to make you a cold foam to give you a little bit of the mix of hot and cold. It's just to a little bit shock the guest and to think about, oh, why is it cold? And then to give some foam milk infused. And after we do a little bit of foam. Now what I have in my hand, it's mashed potato with saffron. Saffron also because it's very good and for the colors. So we have some little bit of herbs, micro herbs, saffron puree, and some vegetables from Mediterranean, from vegetable that we have in France, in south of France. As you can see, the fish has been rest for a few minutes on that plating. After the creativity, it's up to everyone. And it's important that you try to not think too much. You just play it as you like. If you think too much, you don't make it right. So don't think, just make it happen. And after what comes up, comes up.
Yeah. But for me, you know, just like a painting, you know, to do your own painting.
Yes. The more important is to make sure that you have very high quality of products. You know, after don't how much cook it too much over. So if you get good product, good flavors, this is the right. And after, as you can see, we just put a bit of dart of green herbs with aioli green herbs. And then, yes, it's almost there. Finishing a few micro herbs to make it more beautiful. And yes. But again, it's. I would like to say that it's important that everyone has to have a creativity. You can do things. It's important that you push yourself to make creativity.
Yeah, creativity is very important.
Your eyes is what see the first.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a lady. When you see her, the first time you're like, oh, beautiful. If you don't dress, oh, so that's the same.
Okay.
The plate is like a woman for me.
Ah.
You have to make it beautiful.
Yeah, that's the, you know, for me,
it's beautiful.
It's handsome, you know, gentleman. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So thanks for explaining for us. You know, that's a very beautiful, beautiful dishes. And it's my honor that the name is Vivian's dish, right? Okay. Yes. So let's move to the next question. You know, because we got that Western food, right? So I wonder, because you are executive chef in your hotel, so for the flavor of the Western food in the hotel, so does it change a little bit according to the Chinese flavor, or you know, just maintain the same for the flavor from the European?
I have a belief that we should not change the flavors of the other countries. If you change it, why you come to Ritz-Carlton to taste French food or Spanish food or Italian food or German food? It's important that we try to keep the same flavors. If you make a bread and if I make it less salted or more salted, it's not right. I think what we should do is make sure that the food tastes the same as like at home.
Okay.
Sometimes it's a little bit difficult with guests because they do not understand, but we try to always explain to them that in Europe it tastes like this. It tastes a little bit more salted, a little bit more sweet, a little bit more down. But what we try to always to tell them, it's authentic food. What we do is make sure that the food tastes good. The food tastes like at home. And you can, we have many guests that they come here, Western guests, and said, wow, your bread tastes even better than my home. because we're trying to make sure it tastes very much. And to our Chinese guests, we try to explain to them that whatever we do with quality and the same taste.
Yeah.
Like this, they can feel that without going to Europe or without going to somewhere to make it good.
Yeah, maybe the customers in hotel, maybe some days that they went to Europe and they say, wow, the taste is just like the flavor in Ritz-Carlton in Tianjin, right?
Yes, I think it's not right if you change the flavor for the guest. You are hiding, you're lying to the guest. Actually, if you change the flavors, it's like if I said, oh, make the dim sum more salted. But the dim sum has very little salt.
Okay.
It's also something very strange for me, but when I go back home, and I think the food is too salted because the Chinese food is very light salt.
Oh, really?
So my taste already changed it a lot.
Oh, okay.
And when I come back in China, after 1 week or 2 weeks holidays, I think the food here is no taste because it's too salted over there. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
But I think we keep it.
Okay, so you have no change from the flavor in Europe?
No, I do not. I do not try to do that. Some guests complaining, but I try always to make sure that I'm here in a restaurant. You can see me all the time. That I try to explain to them, this is how it tastes like authentic food.
Okay.
This is important.
Yeah, I get the reasons. And look at you today. You look very handsome. And yeah, it's my first time to see you not with not in the uniform, right?
No, yes, today.
So before you come, I just wondering, what's Ornate gonna wear? So my next question is, if you were the executive chef in your workplace, what about when you're back home? Do you still cook for your family?
Yes, of course. And I still cook. I don't cook every day for my family because I don't have enough time. I do work quite a lot of long hours. But yes, I do cook. My family, when I'm on holidays or anything, I do cook. And I cook for my son. I cook for my wife. Yes.
So are they your fans of your food?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's every time when I go home, my mom, she always said to me, go to the kitchen. So that's why.
Yeah. Okay. So let's move to the link and to see if we have some questions from the audience.
OK， 下面呢又到了我的时间了。我们今天的这个互动的屏幕里边，大家非常的踊跃，也是可能是因为我们大厨非常的帅，也有很多的网友们评论是大厨真的是好帅 ，handsome，you're very handsome。
Yeah, lots of people very talkative and said that you are so handsome.
Thank you.
对。然后呢，我们呢刚刚呢有一个网友啊提到了一个问题，就是也是跟最近的这个热点有一定的关系，就是前2天呢习大大和普京啊一起来天津了，并体验了狗不理包子，也是刚刚我们也是给大厨提到了这个问题，就是麻花还有这个煎饼果子，还有一个天津最有特色的是狗不理包子。那么总厨，你对狗不理包子有怎样的印象呢？狗不理
狗不理. I don't know how to translate into English. Yeah, you know that.
Yes, I know. There is about
stuff.
3 or 4 shops in Tianjin. Yes,
yeah,
there is one old one, very old one. Yes, I know.
Yeah, and the audience want to know that what's your impression of that food?
Good. It's very good. It's very interesting. The buns, it's quite a lot. You're eating a lot of this for lunch normally.
Yeah.
But I really like it. The flavors is unique inside because you can have with meat, with vegetables, with pork. So it's very interesting and that. And with the sauce, that you're using.
OK， 大厨的回答是非常肯定的，觉得这个咱们的狗不理来讲的话是特别有特色，别管是从它的口味呀，还是各方面来讲的话，他都是非常喜欢。
Thank you。下面呢第2个问题就是说，想问一下咱们的这个主厨，您最喜欢中国什么美食？
中国的美食？
对，中国美食很大了。
他刚才好像说的是火锅。
OK， 对 ，OK， 好。那下面第3个问题呢，就是说，想问一下大厨，就是您刚刚也提到了，就是说，作为一个厨师，有可能我们中国的 有一些或者是在家会烹饪的，就是厨师来说的话，可能会在家不会给家人邻人做饭，他可能会觉得啊，就是这个问题可能不会带到家里边，就想问问您给家里边的孩子都会做一些什么样的好吃的呢？
That's a very good question. They want to know that what you cook for your kids.
What do I cook for my kids? Not too much, because my kid is
besides
only,
pancake. Don't tell me only pancake.
No, my kid is only 3 years almost, so he cannot eat so much. But my kid loves rice. That's a crazy thing because my kid loves rice because he's living in China. But my kid likes chicken, he likes rice, he likes bread, a lot bread.
OK. 因为他的孩子只有3岁，所以说呢，他可能没有太多的那种就是机会给孩子做很复杂的一个食物，但是他们孩子非常喜欢米饭，可能也是因为他们孩子从小在天津长大，在中国长大这个原因，孩子特别喜欢面包。对，大概这样。
还有一个问题也是我也想问大厨的，就是大厨呢做了这么多的美食，您是如何保养自己的这么一个完美的身材
？Yeah, because you are a chef and you made lots of very dishes, lots of amazing dishes every day, and you're gonna taste it, right? Taste it,
yes,
right?
Of course, yes.
And so how come you still keep that slim?
And because you tasted the food, you don't eat, so most of the time.
Do you do exercise?
75% of the time, I'm standing up. So I walk a lot. I stand up. I'm not in the office behind the computer all the time, so I'm walking a lot. And I eat here, eat here, eat here. And when I go for lunch, I don't eat everything. It's like I just don't sit for a full meal. I just eat a little bit from here, a little bit from there. And I keep eating the whole day.
Okay.
That's why.
Okay. 他说最主要原因是作为一个主厨来讲的话，他75%的时间都是在站着的，所以他会四处的在厨房里去走啊，各方面，所以这个也是非常好的一个那个保持身材的方式。而且虽然他作为主厨，他会经常去试菜，但是他并不会把整个菜都吃掉。所以说 OK。
明白了。那下面一个问题呢，可能是跟咱们近期的这个不太相连，就是我们说想问一下主厨，您最喜欢中国的哪些地方？就是可能深入到了哪一个城市，甚至是哪一个城市的一个特别喜欢的一个美食。
Okay, so by the way, I'm gonna say, there's, I think that your colleague Patrick says that Chef Ornate very proud to work with you. Okay, and there's I think the last question for you, but it's not related to the food, but they want to know which city or which places you like China best. Besides Tianjin,
city I like the best. I will say Xi'an.
Xi'an.
Yeah.
That's my favorite
because
place as well.
For me, it looks more traditional China.
You think China's supposed to be that way, right?
When I arrived in Tianjin, I was thinking it was like this.
Okay, I get it.
When I arrived, it doesn't look like China. But when I arrived in Xi'an with my wife and my son, we were like,
wow, we finally we arrived in China.
Because the roof looks, the roof looks like very Chinese.
Very traditional Chinese.
And I think in Xi'an they keep it like this inside of the wall, and they keep it very traditional. And I think this is something you have unique compared to the world. This is something it's beautiful.
Okay, so let's finish for this part, and next let's move to the Christian, right?
Yes,
Christian. He is the assistant director of the food and beverage of the Ritz-Carlton. So 我们现在欢迎呢，我们下步欢迎丽思卡尔顿的餐饮副总监Christian， 他来给我们讲的这个西餐礼仪的事情。So thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Vivian, and thank you very much, everybody, and hope you can come and visit us at the Ritz-Carlton and try out my food, okay? Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Vivian speaking more
Another handsome man was.
Thank you for this
beside me,
one.
So yeah, I'm so happy tonight. And so, Christian, right?
Yeah, that's correct, Vivian.
Okay, so on the table, we have lots of forks and knives and glasses. So and the spoons.
Yeah.
When we start Western food, so which one should we start from?
Yeah, okay, so let me just explain you a little bit about it. But first of all, thank you for inviting us and being here. Yeah,
You're
so
welcome.
good evening, Tianjin. Hi there. So, it's a little bit for some people disturbing when they sit in front of a Western plated tableware.
Yes.
So for a Western plated or Western dinner, it's always there are basic rules which are very easy, but of course you need to know them. It's like for me when I've been the first time in front of a Chinese tableware and there were two different kind of chopsticks. I was like, okay, one I understand, but why two?
You know why too right now?
They didn't tell me yet.
Okay,
Just
I will
here
tell
since
that
4
later.
months. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
yeah, so I think that happens a lot when you're just not used to it. Yeah. So for let's start with the cutlery, maybe.
Yeah.
So from cutlery, it's always important just to keep in mind with a Western dinner, you always eat basically from the outside into the inside.
Okay, I will
So-
translate into Chinese. Okay.
啊
在西餐的时候，基本的礼仪是从外面开始用刀叉Okay, so
So
please.
the on the very left and right side, this is always for the main for the first course, for the starter. Yeah, so you will always know or can see that when you're not sure which to take first. Yeah, and then you go inside. That means for the next course, there's already the cutlery. Yeah, just on the second then. Yeah, and if there are more than regularly there are 1 to 3 courses, but sometimes of course you can have a Western dinner with many courses, like 6 to 8. So what will happen is service or people who are doing the service, they will always replace your cutlery. So you can keep in mind that next to the plate or to your main dish, this fork, the biggest fork always, and the biggest knife on the table is for a main course. Yeah.
For the main course.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is always for the most important. It's like the
Okay.
biggest fork, biggest knife, main course.
好。
Yeah.
这个离这个盘子最近的，这个最大的一般是最大的叉子和最大的刀子，它是作为主菜的叉子和刀子，这个是很关键的一点。好了
Okay.
Please go on.
good.
Yeah.
And more speaking about cutlery, the one above a plate or what is plated above is always for dessert. Yeah. So that's for the finish.
Dessert. So
Yeah.
big spoon for dessert.
Yeah, you can use big, but sometimes they use small.
Oh,
so that's
I get it.
more up to style or taste, what you prefer. Yeah.
Okay. So that one's for butter. Butter?
This one is the butter plate, yeah, and the
Yeah.
butter knife.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can always see a butter knife. It's not sharpened. Yeah. So the only use for it is that you don't cut. That's the reason why it's not sharpened. Yeah. That you just use it for spreading butter. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So,
And more to cutlery. There's also one thing, that's with cutlery. When you're finished eating, yeah, you can do like this. You put them close together.
So what
Yeah.
does it mean? If you
It
put
means
put it.
you're finished.
Oh, finish.
Yeah?
Okay.
If you place it like this, you're finished. If you're just making a pause, yeah, and you just make a break from eating,
Ah,
yeah,
okay.
then you place it like this. That means not finished yet. Still eating.
Okay. So how about
Yeah.
let's look at a picture.
Uh-huh.
So we got some samples
Yeah.
right now.
Okay.
Yeah, this is something
Yeah.
tells us. We got English one.
Huh? No, that's okay. I mean, you can tell from the picture already.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, there you can see that's almost the same setup as we have here on the table. So you always eat, as you can see on the picture, from the very left side and very right side to the inside. Yeah, and it's the same style of setup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for the
The glasses, yeah, this also can be a little bit confusing sometimes for people. Yeah. So with glasses, or especially wine, it's always good to keep in mind for which wine to take for which course, or what is meant to be the right glass for the main course or the starter. That it's the same principle. You go from the very right to the inside.
Oh.
So for the main course, you can always see that the glass which is posted Yeah, above the big knife,
okay.
yeah, is the glass that should be used, or is the wine that is intended for the main course. Yeah, and for all the other courses before, you place the glass just below and right to it.
OK， 这个酒杯呢，可能很多时候朋友们也会觉得是非常 confused， 非常就是很奇怪会怎么用哈。那么它的一个用法其实跟那个刀叉是一样的，都是从外往里面走啊。然后呢，煮菜的一般这个刀子会就是对的这个酒杯，那一般它是煮菜的这个怎么说呢酒，对，对应煮菜的一个酒。好，
好，
还有是不是有一些照片是那个，对，就这个，就是刀子怎么放，它是代表什么的那个。Okay, how about here?
Yeah, that's one that we just explained right now a little bit, that the different styles of how you place cutlery on a plate. So if you just place it like this, as you can see on the pictures, it just basically means I'm still eating, yeah? It means pause, yeah?
Have a little break.
Yeah, have a little break. And when you really put it close together like this on the plate, it really means you're finished.
You're finished.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what about the second one? You know.
Yeah, they are very old school, I would say. So they are not very common. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is really going back to a lot of tradition. Yeah.
Okay.
So when you see the second one ready for second plate, or then meaning excellent, yeah. This goes back to times, you know, when there was not a lot of conversation during dinner, or the service people, they didn't ask if you liked the dish or not. So in very ancient times or traditional times, yeah, you didn't speak much with the service as a guest. So therefore they came up with all these signs for telling if it's good or not good, tasting good. But since, you know, we are talking more.
Yeah, we're talking more.
What
do not need that, right?
Yeah, you don't need that. Yeah.
And
so that's the two really main ones you should keep in mind, like having it open or having it closed.
Okay. So could you pass the plate to me?
Yeah, sure, of course.
Yeah, because I want to show it to the audience. 好了啊，我们刚才的那个我们的总监呢也提到了，就是在吃西餐的时候 ，so put it down here, right?
You can put it down or you can leave it open. That doesn't
Okay,
matter.
That doesn't matter.
No.
Okay. 这样呢是说明 have a break， 就是我还没有吃完啊，一会儿我还会继续啊。如果我吃完了呢 ，OK， 就这样。So it means that I finished, right? 然后刚才那个 Lin 就是给我们大家看的其他的那几幅图，其实它并不是说非常的。怎么说呢？非常就很多人现在都会在用，而且它是非常非常传统的一些形式。因为比如说像这种方式是赞美的形式，可能我们现在更多的是去表达，我们会去说出来 talk, right? It's not use this way to express.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
Correct.
All
Perfect.
Right. Thank you so
You're
much.
most welcome, Vivian.
Okay. And so, do we have some question for our director?
我这边呢，就是刚刚也是跟大厨了解了一下，就是咱们就是可能我作为一个不太懂西餐的中国人来说，我知道了，我现在需要把这个我吃完了，我把这个东西是这个叉子和勺子是这样合着放，它表示就是我已经结束了吃饭，然后但是我还想再吃的呢，然后我需要把这个叉和勺这样分开放，说明我需要再休息一会儿，然后呢我还想要再吃一点东西，然后呢可能有一些的这个就对于我就是不常去吃西餐的人来说，可能我在碰到西餐的时候，我会说哎。这个刀和这个叉，我应该是左手拿刀还是右手拿叉？这个可能是最基本的一个问题，但是也很多人会遇到这样的问题。所以说，我在这个拿叉的过程中有没有什么一些讲究
？Okay.
That sounds like a complicated one, yeah.
Yeah. So you understand that?
No.
Okay. Okay. So it's basically this is a very basic question. So normally we use right hand. This is left hand, right?
Yeah.
We use the left hand to use the forks, right? And the right hand to use a knife. So I'm not very good at the right and left, and so normally we do this way. So please pass me one.
Yeah, sure, of course.
Okay. So So normally we do this way, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so but could we change, something,
Yeah, I mean, of course, it first depends if you're left or right-handed. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're a left-handed person, there are a lot of left-handed person who are eating the other way around, of course. So they put their the fork into the right hand and the knife into the left hand. Yeah.
Okay.
So of course, this is the first basic difference or question if you are left or right-handed. I mean, there is, in the end, these are all just steps or some advice how you should eat, or how a Western menu is set. But of course, in the end, you can do as you want.
Okay.
Yeah, so there is.
Okay,
Yeah,
get it.
but
So there's no route, right? Route or something, right?
No, you're not acting rude or you're not doing something wrong if you do different. But it just goes to ideas. Like, for example, left the fork and right the knife. It is very common in traditional Western cuisine, yeah, and when you have a dish, that the meat, for example, is always placed on the downside of the plate, yeah, and then you have like vegetables on the left side, and the third very common component always is, let's call it the stuffing component. So you have like mushrooms or something on the right side, yeah. Sorry, potatoes on the right side. The basic idea is with the left, you stick the you just stick the meat. You cut with the right. Yeah, vegetables above, you just take with the fork. Yeah, and then also you take the potato, but you push with the knife the potato onto your fork. So there's an idea of how to set up and why to use a fork from the left side and the knife from the right side.
OK， 这个没有说完全的就是规定你必须用哪个手，但是一般都会这样，对吧？但是如果是一些左撇子的话，他可能他也会交换过来。而且呢，就是总监这边他也提到了为什么会是左手拿叉，右手拿刀，是因为一般的这个食物呢，它可能在盘子的摆放会是左边会是有牛肉，那边呢会是一些什么土豆啊之类的，对，它可能是这样会比较方便一些，对，就是那个就是对切割起来也会比较方便一些。And I say that I saw a question for you.
Please.
Yeah, I think that this must be a lady. And yeah, because she said that you are very handsome, so
Thank
she
you.
wants to know where you come from.
Germany.
Oh, Germany.
Yeah.
Okay, so how long you been Tianjin?
For 4 months, but
Oh, just 4 months.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
is
yeah.
Tianjin your first city?
It is my first city in China.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, first city. Okay, but you've been working in Ritz-Carlton?
Yes, I've been with the company for 4 years by now. Yeah, so yeah, sticking to the company.
Okay, so which other countries you been before?
Oh, recently I came to China from Germany as well. I've been working in Wolfsburg. Before that, I've been working in Turkey. Yeah, I've been working also in the UAE, like Dubai. Yeah, so places like this, Switzerland.
Okay. Yeah, so you found the difference of the customers because you've been here
of
for.
course.
Yeah, so say something. Yeah.
To be honest with you, I've been working in Wolfsburg. So Wolfsburg, there's also a lot of people who are working for Volkswagen, like they do in Tianjin. So I had a lot of people also telling me about Tianjin, yeah, and about China. And in the beginning, we didn't have an idea, my family and me, how it really would be like. Yeah, so they said it's a nice thing to do, but it's different. Yeah, so we have been thinking, okay.
And it's far away, right?
Yeah, it's far away. So what is the difference? And then we just said, you just have to try it out. And to be honest with you, we really love it to be here. It's
Okay.
so enriching. Yeah.
So you want to stay here for long, right?
Yeah, if possible, of course.
Okay. So have some other questions from the audience? Yeah.
我刚刚有注意到有一个小细节，就是咱们的这个餐巾，是如果说我看到了一个
I think we almost done.
OK， 就是一个餐巾，我们可能是放在这儿还是放在这儿？
Oh.
The question to
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
napkin. Yeah. So for the napkin, can you see that? Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
So for a napkin, basically there are many styles how you can do, but business, yeah, or as a business, you're always better put it like this.
Oh,
yeah,
for
inside.
business dinner.
Yeah, for business. Yeah.
Oh,
you
okay.
just have it like this. A lot of people they also like to use the napkin on the lap completely. So you just make it like this and put it completely over your lap. Yeah. But again, that's also more or less up to personal taste. So there's no wrong or right. Yeah, but putting it up here.
Is that kid?
Let's say it is, if you have a tie in the shirt, you don't want to get dirty.
Okay, thank you so much. I think,
You're most
yeah,
welcome.
I think we done for today's Vivian speaking. And so thank you so much.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank Oriental. Thank you so much. So see you next Wednesday. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Tianjin. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.